Hey guys, it's Cruise Tips with Christina, and today I'm going to talk about 10 shocking things about Holland America Cruise Lines. So if you have never sailed with Holland America Cruise Lines, here are 10 things that will probably surprise you. And by the way, if you find this video helpful at any time, please hit that subscribe button below. Okay, number one is that on Holland America Cruise Lines, the staff remember your name. Like, it is so shocking to me that when I sail with Holland America Cruise Line, the stewards, the room stewards, they will greet you by your name every time they see you starting the first day on the cruise ship. Like, they will remember your name. And the staff up in the Lido on the 9th floor when you go get your breakfast and lunch will remember your name. If you ever talk to them, they'll say, "Good morning, Mr. So-and-so," or "Good morning, Christina," in my case. "How's it going? Do you want more berries?" The staff at Holland America Cruise Line is just amazing in offering a personalized touch and remembering your name. The second thing that will shock you about Holland America Cruise Line is that their passengers are super loyal. So whenever my mom and I are at dinner on Holland America Cruise Line, and we're both very loyal and basically only sail with Holland America Cruise Line, you'll notice that everybody that you're having dinner with basically has sailed with Holland America Cruise Line multiple times. And not just that, but the passengers often are on their second or their third week on Holland America cruise ships. So a lot of the passengers will go on one boat with Holland America, or one ship I should say, and then just stay on board the second week and stay on board the third week. Or sometimes they'll switch cruise ships, but it's very common for Holland America passengers to sail with Holland America Cruise Lines, not just for a week, but for 2 or 3 weeks. So Holland America passengers are very loyal. The people that like Holland America Cruise Lines sail with them almost exclusively. The third thing that shocked me on Holland America Cruise Lines, or it didn't really shock me because I knew to expect this, is that it is a lot of older couples. So Holland America Cruise Lines is usually people ages 50 and up. I am not exaggerating. I am in my mid-30s, and every single time I've cruised, there's maybe one other couple on board that's in their 30s, maybe 5 to 10 other people that are in their 20s, but rarely. There are kids sometimes, but they all stay in Club Hell, and there are usually maybe 10 teenagers, and that's max. In general though, if you are in your 30s or mid 40s, you will be the young people on Holland America Cruise Lines. So that's kind of nice because it means that it is quiet at night. Nobody's going around getting really drunk. It's just an older type of passenger on Holland America Cruise Lines. They tend to cater to an older crowd. If you look at Holland America's website, you'll notice that the pictures of who they choose to show people that are older couples. I'm not saying that they're old, I'm just saying that they are older than usually the age of 50 on Holland America Cruise Lines. The fourth thing that is very shocking to me about Holland America Cruise Lines is that their pool is packed. So I was thinking that, like, okay, older people on a cruise ship, it will be easy to get a spot at the pool. It is not. Those people go out and they put their towels down at, like, I don't know, 6 a.m. and start claiming their spots. Holland America has signs saying that they will remove your towels if nobody sits on them after an hour. That is not true. So the pools are packed. The main pool is packed on deck 9, and then the adult pool is also usually pretty busy and packed as well. So this could be a good thing or a bad thing for you. It's good because it's great for socializing. There are lots of people out basking in the sun on Holland America Cruise Lines. It's kind of a bummer because it's really hard to get a spot at the pool if you show up after 10 a.m., like maybe after 9 a.m. It's just really hard. The pool on Holland America Cruise Line is packed. Okay, the fifth thing that is shocking to me about Holland America Cruise Lines is their dinner times. Their first dinner seating is at 5:15 p.m. That is pretty early, very, very early. For me personally, I love eating at 5:15, 5:30 p.m. So for me, it's a big, big plus. They do have a later dining time that I think is maybe 8:15, don't quote me on that. Maybe it's 7:30. They do have a later eating time, but their early eating time is early, and that might shock you if you're not used to eating at 5:30 p.m. or 5:15 p.m., but it might also be a pleasant surprise if you're like me, a girl from the Midwest who likes to eat early. Side note, I do have another video, which I'll include a link to below, about assigned seating versus open seating on Holland America Cruise Lines. Watch that video if you are not sure about what time you want to eat. I recommend having assigned seating, but I'll include a link below. And if you thought that tip was helpful, please subscribe. Okay, tip number 6, or not tip, I'm so used to doing tips. But the sixth thing that really, really shocked me about Holland America Cruise Line is their shows at night, both in a good way and a bad way. So the thing that shocked me in a good way is that their comedians are very, very good. In general, when I go to comedy shows, I think that the comedians aren't very funny, and I feel like they do a lot of risque jokes that are kind of like easy, like, oh, that was an easy joke to come up with. That's not very original. But on Holland America cruise ships, the comedians that they have brought to do the nighttime shows, I find to be very, very funny. So that's one thing that really shocked me about Holland America Cruise Lines is if they have a comedian on board, go to their shows. Their shows are usually very, very good. Now, the sixth thing that also in a bad way shocked me was that their other evening programs, entertainment, is not very good on the world stage. Their dance crew is good, but it depends on the dance crew. And Holland America has repeated the same shows for the past 3 years. Holland America, if you're watching this, I'm ready for a new dance show. So they're good, but their other evening programs on the world stage, in my opinion, have gone downhill. They used to bring in a lot of outside entertainers. They would have jugglers. They would have like other people doing special performances, magicians. Now they've kind of taken it downhill, just having like an orchestra one night and movies or like a lecture or nothing at all. So that's one thing that did shock me at night about Holland America cruise ships is that their comedians are really good, but the rest of their shows compared to other cruise lines are not very good, in my opinion. Some people might really love it, just not me. Okay, the seventh thing that shocked me about Holland America Cruise Lines is that food is not everywhere in sight. So in my experience on other cruise ships, I am used to food being everywhere. I'm used to food being by the pool. I'm used to it being like ice cream is easy to get. It's like the little machine where it's unlimited. Snacks here, snacks there, cookies upon getting on the ship, cookies getting off the ship, like treats everywhere. Food open up really, really late. There's always somewhere to eat. On Holland America Cruise Line, there is not food everywhere. So their last snack time, they have snacks at night at 10:30 p.m. to I think 11:30 p.m. And that's it. They have a pizza place that's open all day long, pretty much, with pizzas, of course, and sandwiches, depending on which ship you're on. And they might be open until midnight. They do have room service, but again, I think that's only open until midnight. So Holland America does not have a lot of food late at night past 12 a.m. So if you want to get a boozy drink and get a midnight snack, it better be before midnight. And then they do close down like their lunch at 3, and then they don't open up dinner until like 5:30, and then in that dead zone there's the pizza place to get food, but that's like it. So that's just something that shocked me, is I'm so used to cruise ships having food everywhere. in your face, like too much food. On Holland America Cruise Lines, they do not have food everywhere. They do have plenty of food. You won't go hungry, but it's not as noticeable as other cruise ships. And a little tip I have for you is if you're like me and you do get hungry at night, just ask them to clear the fridge in your stateroom on Holland America. Ask them to take out the snacks and the drinks. And then what you can do is just pack a Tupperware container, and then at breakfast or lunch, put a snack in the Tupperware container, put it in your stateroom fridge, and then you have a snack whenever you want it. So that's what I do, because I get hungry at midnight when Holland America has no food available. Number 8, that shocked me about Holland America Cruise Lines, which would not shock you if you watched my other YouTube video answering the question of, is Holland America boring or not? Is there daytime entertainment? So Holland America does not have a lot of daytime entertainment. They do not have a lot going on, period. They have promotional activities by the salon trying to sell you, I don't know, filler, Botox products. They have promotional things by the shops. They do have some game nights, but that's at nighttime. They really don't have much of anything during the day. They even got rid of their cooking shows, which used to be one of the best daytime entertainment activities. I'll include a link below to my other YouTube video that goes through a whole sea day on Holland America Cruise Lines. Basically, the summary of that video is that Holland America does not have that much to do during the day. So if you want to be entertained during the day on a sea day on Holland America, you're out of luck. They really don't have much going on. You really are dependent upon going to the gym, playing cards with family and friends, eating, working out, going to the pool. There's really not much to do on Holland America cruise ships during the day. Now, at the night, they do have BB King's, they do have the Rolling Stone Rock Room, depending on which cruise ship you're on. They do have nighttime entertainment, but during the day, Holland America, shocking, does not have any daytime activities going on at all, really, that are worth going to. Okay, the 9th thing that shocked me about Holland America Cruise Lines is how easy it is to sleep at night. So on Holland America Cruise Lines, there's no partying going on. As mentioned earlier, most of the passengers are over the age of 45. I would say most of them are probably 60 to 70 years old on Holland America cruise ships. So most of them are asleep by 11 p.m. Even the comedians joke about it being quiet at night. Like, it is quiet. So if you don't want to worry about people like screaming through the hallways at night, waking you up, that is a good thing about Holland America, but it will shock you at how quiet the cruise ship is at night after 10 p.m. Now, I will say, do not get a stateroom underneath the BB King's Blues Band or the Rolling Stone Rock Room. If you get a room underneath those on deck 1, so don't do deck 1 basically, it will be loud at night because they do go until midnight sometimes, and it is quite loud. But other than that, in general, Holland America Cruise Line is very quiet at night, which is shocking in a good way. Okay, and then the 10th thing that shocked me about Holland America Cruise Line is how nice their walking deck is. And I didn't realize this until I went on a Royal Caribbean cruise and really hated their walking deck outside. So Holland America has a very nice walking deck on the promenade, which is deck 3, that goes around the whole cruise ship. It's just very, very relaxing and nice to walk on. If you want to get exercise on a Holland America cruise ship, I actually recommend going to the walking deck on the promenade and walking around instead of going to the gym. I just think it's much nicer. Also on Holland America cruise ships, on most of them, they have a jogging track on the upper level. I wouldn't recommend it because it's really, really hot. But they also, surprisingly shocking, had a jogging track, and they do have pickleball courts, which is something that's really cool. That shocked me as well. So in summary, I'll go through the 10 things that shocked me about Holland America. Before I do that, if you thought this video was helpful, please subscribe below. And I'd love to hear from you if you've sailed with Holland America, what surprised you or shocked you the most. Okay, so in summary, here are the 10 things that shocked me the most about Holland America Cruise Lines. 1, the staff remember your name. It is crazy impressive. 2, the passengers on Holland America are really, really loyal, and some of them, many of them, sail with Holland America for not just a 1-week cruise, but then they'll book another cruise and another cruise to be on the ship for 2 to 3 weeks total, especially the passengers from like Canada. 3rd is that Holland America is a lot of older couples. So if you didn't know that, now you do. 4 is that their pool is packed. 5 is that on Holland America Cruise Lines, you can eat dinner at 5:30 or actually 5:15. 6 is that the shows at night are not super good, but the comedians are really good. 7 is that food is not everywhere, so you don't have to worry about gaining weight on Holland America Cruise Lines. 8 is that it's kind of boring during the day, not a lot of entertainment. 9 is that it is quiet by 11 p.m. on Holland America Cruise Lines, no midnight partying. And 10 is that their walking deck is really, really nice. That's it. If you have any questions about Holland America Cruise Line, please leave a comment below. I love your comments and I'd love to help you out. Thanks, guys.